Welcome back. The road to recovery from substance use disorder can often be a long one, but this weekend hundreds of people will be gathering to raise awareness, provide resources, and offer help and support.
This is the state continues to battle an opioid crisis. It's called Rally for Recovery and is being organized by the Portland Recovery Community Center. Its executive director, Leslie Clark, joins us now to tell us more. Thanks for being with us. First of all, let's talk about Rally for Support and what people can expect from this big event coming up this weekend.
Thank you for having me. We are so excited to talk about Rally for Recovery on Saturday, just a couple days away at Payson Park from 12 to 3. And it is really the big event to celebrate recovery for several reasons. One, we are seeing literally thousands of people in Maine come into recovery, which is so important and so beautiful, and to be able to come together and bring our families and friends and have a big celebration is in itself a wonderful, fun thing. But also, more importantly, it shows people that recovery is possible, and not only that it's possible, that it's a wonderful life full of joy. You know, when I first was struggling myself in my own addiction many years ago, I couldn't imagine a way out. I knew I couldn't go on the way I was, but I couldn't imagine anything different. And I certainly couldn't imagine having fun. I couldn't imagine like going to an event where there was no alcohol and having a good time. This really, you know, it shows people that you can have this huge, big, wonderful life. And we say recovery is for every person, but also for every family and every community. We know how addiction affects not only the individual, but their families, our businesses, our communities, but recovery does too. It affects everyone in such a wonderful way. So it's an opportunity to show that and celebrate that and let people know that there are all these resources available to them if they're hurting or a family member is hurting. Like, come on down on Saturday and there'll be lots of resources there that people are there to help.
How important are events like this as the state continues to deal with an opioid crisis?
I think it's very important, and we see more and more events like this all over the state. It's National Recovery Month, September, and it used to be there was just in Portland. We're in our 11th year, our Rally for Recovery, and now there are events everywhere, and our calendar has them. So if people aren't in Portland, they can find something in their community, and it's important because it provides the resources, it shows people that recovery is possible, and it's a celebration for everyone. Lots of kids will be there, lots of good kids activities.
You talked about resources, but also a fun event, but what kind of resources are going to be available to people there?
Sure, we'll have over 40 organizations, mostly nonprofits, that are there to have tables and tell people about recovery, where to find treatment, where to find help, what kinds of things are available right here in our community, because it really does take a whole community.
You have mentioned, just shared with us, that you experienced addiction, and you're obviously currently working with people going through addiction. Is there still a stigma surrounding it? Have you seen that start to break down, and how important are these events in breaking that down?
There is a lot of stigma still, and I think it's the biggest barrier for people coming in and reaching out for help. There's still so much shame, fear about what might happen to you if people found out, if your employer found out, and that's changing. It's changing in big ways, and I think this event is exactly the kind of thing that helps break down that stigma. People see that addiction can affect anyone and everyone. It's not just a certain socioeconomic, or it cuts across race, gender, age. It can be anywhere. And so recovery is also possible for everyone.
And there's so many addictions out there. It's not just alcohol and drugs.
Exactly. And there's other kinds of addiction, cigarettes, vaping, process addictions like gambling, food addictions. And at the Portland Recovery Community Center, we have over 50 support groups every week that people can come to. Everything is free. And so we're celebrating recovery this month, and in a big way on Saturday, but really the other 364 days a year, there is help for every kind of addiction.
Finally, where can people learn more about the Rally for Recovery? And can you just talk about how many have you been to and how powerful is that day?
It is such a powerful and fun day. And this year we have Motor Booty Affair playing. Ooh. So it is a free public concert. So it will be especially celebratory and fun. It's very moving. We have a recovery countdown where we count down and people come up to the stage, whether they're 30 plus years or all the way down to if it's their first day of recovery. And that's really a moving and beautiful event to watch. Yeah, it's a lot of fun. This is our 11th. It's my 8th. I was not there for the first 3, and it's just grown and grown every year. And to have it grow like that says so much because, yes, in the midst of a terrible drug epidemic and crisis, we're seeing so many people find their way into recovery, and we still have a lot to do and a lot of people suffering, but to come together, it's really moving to see.
Yeah, well, congratulations on yours. I mean, I can see from the smile, from the glow that you almost feel like you're born again, huh?
Yes, I think in some ways it's transformational. You know, we come out of just such a dark place that we can't imagine, and then to be able to heal and recovery and repair relationships with family, that brokenness that happens, to put that back together, to become active members of our communities. We're doing a big voters registration right now to get out the vote. Some people have never voted before. All these kinds of things that open up a whole new life.
Thank you so much for being here with us and sharing part of your story.
Thank you.
We hope it's a great event. And where do people need to sign up or anything?
No,
Let
just
everybody know
show
what
up.
time.
12 to 3, lots of stuff for kids, bounce house, food trucks, Motor Booty Affair. Yes,
Awesome.
Come on down.
Yeah, and if you want to dance, Motor Booty
Oh,
Affair.
yeah.
They
Yes,
rock.
lots
Yeah,
it's
I
our
know.
disco theme.
Oh, yeah.
fun.
Well, Casey and the Sunshine Band and Earth, Wind and Fire coming your way, I know.